Good morning and happy Friday.
Oh, you took the words right out of my mouth. TGIF.
I'm so happy it's Friday.
I don't even know why, but it just feels like finally Friday.
Mm-hmm. Are you having any big weekend plans? Or
We're doing a little birthday party for Isabella.
Oh, yes.
We're going to have a dance party on Sunday. She's dressing up as Wonder Woman. She wants the DC Comics, dress up dealio.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be surrounded by 12 or 13 girls on Sunday. So if I come in
on Monday and want to talk football.
Yeah, exactly. If I come in with this, it won't have any beer in it, but just even a beer mug just to, make me feel
yeah, a little bit better.
By the way, Chris Bird, Kristi Larson, we got a great show in store for you today. We're talking about how creative writing can help adults connect with Kristi Larson, their inner child.
Plus, Aji Berg is going to be showing us those handbags that you have to have this season. That means I'm going to be walking away with lots of
Can we call Jaron and put him on the show real quick, and just so I can apologize?
I think he's already at work right now.
Is he?
Yeah.
We just tell him, hey, it's not
sorry.
my fault.
We'll text him. Chris Berg says he's so sorry. And finally, we're going to be talking about if you're looking for some fun after-school activities, you want to make sure to listen in because we'll be telling you about some that you could get your kids involved with. And I know a lot of people, when they're making their weekend plans, are thinking about the weather that's going to be happening too. Because I'm thinking you might need to throw on some snow pants.
Do we have to have a little bit more chit chat to give Lisa Green some? Lisa Green, can I put you on the spot? Don't put her on. Do we have a forecast for the game by chance? Or
we do. You know what?
I
forgot to pull it up. Let me grab that really quick.
You don't need to do it now, but I just didn't want to be like, hey, do you have it? And you're like, no, Berg, I don't. And
so, she's always on top.
I know.
Of it.
It's amazing.
Right. Okay.
Do you have one of those like whenever you hear something or see it, you just remember it?
What is that?
What?
Like a.
I don't know what it is, but like
photographic memory? Is that what you're thinking
about?
Like
a photographic, auditory memory kind of thing.
Well,
just because I sort of just threw it out there to her flippantly yesterday. She's like, "Oh yeah, we got that, Berg. Don't worry about it. I remember that."
She has a very good memory.
Does she?
My memory is terrible.
I remember random facts and weird things, but then I'll have an important conversation with somebody that I don't remember. I don't know why, but that's how I am. I'm good at trivia. But,
really?
Pretty good, yeah.
There's lots of different places to go play trivia.
Let's go.
Right
we can do a North Dakota Today team. Wouldn't that be fun?
I'm not very good at a lot of historical facts, scientific facts, lots of different things, but I'm very loud, so I can be the person to well, we know the answer.
Sure.
And then we'll let you guys say the answer.
And then we'll let you answer, yeah.
I'll just shout out the answer.
I like that. You know a lot, Kristi. You do.
That's all I can bring to the table. I'm loud. Okay, let's talk about the weather, though.
Okay.
Since you're all ready to go.
We are ready to go now. We've got a couple of advisories out there. They're winter weather advisories, which means that we're going to get some significant snowfall, but not quite to the range necessarily of a winter storm warning. And where we're expecting the heaviest snowfall today is in the Southern Valley, Fergus Falls, Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and south from there. And then out to the west, too. That blue area also part of that winter weather advisory, and it does include Foster County. So checking out your radar right now, we've got some snow showers in places like up around Devil's Lake and down by Jamestown and Ellendale, seeing some of that snow moving in too here this morning. And we'll zoom in on this area a little bit. A couple of bands here that have been working at making its way to the ground, but it's taking some time sometimes for some of those snowflakes that the radar sees in the mid-levels of the atmosphere to work their way down. So just keep that in mind. If you're seeing that on the radar and you're wondering where the snow is, it's not quite ready to fall just yet in some of those spots. Now, checking out your expanded view here, you can see there's more rain and snow down in South Dakota, and this whole system is just continuing to produce little by little more and more areas of precipitation down in the Sisseton area too, and that's all just kind of working its way west, north, or rather from the west, southwest to the northeast here through the day. Now here's a look at your temperatures. We're actually okay this morning as far as temperatures are concerned. We're at 27 in Fargo, 26 in Grand Forks. Our wind gusts, not much to speak of. In fact, a lot of places reporting calm conditions. So checking our hour by hour forecast here, you can see those snow showers just working their way into the valley gradually, little by little. We'll see those snow showers take over parts of the Southern Valley through the afternoon. Fargo, we might not see snow until when you're winding down your day, getting home from work or going out for a Friday night dinner, you're going to start to see some of that snow, maybe a little bit beforehand, but that'll be when things are really going in earnest in the south. And eventually this does spread northward later tonight. So Northern Valley, especially over to Lake of the Woods, you're going to have a quieter day today than some of us down south. You can see where that heavier band is down by Sisseton. And if that stays a little farther south, then we'll miss out on the heaviest snowfall. But even just a 30-mile shift northward could make a difference in the Southern Valley tonight. Now, this is tomorrow morning. We're looking at some snow up in the north at that point. So this is kind of round 2 where we're seeing snow showers from Highway 2 and north there along the Canadian border. And in the Southern Valley, a very different story. We're kind of in the warm part of this system, and temperatures are going to rise above freezing. So where we see the snow yet today and tonight, it's going to start to melt. It's going to get slushy and just kind of messy out there, and potential for a little bit of rain too in that warmer part of the system for Saturday. So kind of a messy day with wind, of course, with this system too. And then ahead for Saturday night, we see some of that change over to snow as this system starts to depart. So this is an all weekend kind of event. Doesn't mean that you're going to see snow all weekend long, but you have the potential for it through Sunday. And so this is through Saturday night, through 11 o'clock Saturday night. This is from both rounds. The one today that's going to fall in the Southern Valley, and then again for Saturday during the daytime hours. And you can see where the better bet is for snow, that 3 to 6 inch range. Fargo, we're kind of between the areas of heaviest snow, so we may not see as much, and some of that may end up melting quite a bit for the day on Saturday. So it won't stick around a long time. Check out this photo. This is really pretty. I'm not entirely sure when this was taken, but we did have some hoarfrost on Saturday morning. We also had a couple of light snow events in the Northern Valley. This was in Grand Forks, and it's just such a pretty wintry scene.
I hope that's from last year.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
This is from Melanie. Thank you, Melanie, for sharing that with us. And we'll see maybe some wintry scenes here.
Next Thursday, Larson.
Woo! Yeah. Oh, Chris wants to just move on. So looking at Thursday, we've got some, excuse me, temperatures back into the 40s.
She's all choked up because she's so happy about the weather.
Woo! Okay, coming up. So, but I do want to get to that Bison forecast.
Yes, yes.
So, okay, so if you're traveling down to Brookings here, here's how things are looking. This is starting in the noon hour. You can see you're going to run into on I-29 some snow showers this afternoon and tonight. So not great travel heading down there today. If you're leaving tomorrow morning, like we just showed you, most of the snow is going to be up north. So you'll have to deal with whatever snow was on the ground from today. But it looks like a little bit smoother sailing heading down south. By game time around 2 o'clock, temperature's not bad. We'll start to see a little clearing, mostly cloudy skies to partly cloudy, and back into the upper 40s. So it's a little bit better weather down for the game down in Brookings there for anybody who's going to be in attendance.
Yeah, and when you're wearing layers and then you're excited about the football game, that helps warm you up anyway.
Yeah,
Sure
that'll
does.
be fine in 40. I was kind of looking for some snow just to see the nice
like the
snowy
picture that she
football.
showed.
Yeah, that can be really pretty. It can be, but
Oh, it's awesome when it's
We're
all snowing
stuck.
out there.
We're stuck in between right now. Like almost all the leaves are gone and off, but we don't have anything covering that brown yucky stuff.
Yeah.
Right. Which I'm okay with that right now.
I don't mind it, because that means, you know, once you get that what feels like a permanent coating of snow, that makes for colder temperatures. It just kind
That's
of
true.
And then it sticks around all winter. I like to have it melt a little bit and kind of ease us into the winter time.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lisa.
You bet.
That 48 next week is going to be incredible.
I'm excited. Like I said, that's going to make us all like jump out in our short sleeves and shorts.
Bobby Roberts is going to come back in like flip-flops and...
Hey, something happening today. Maybe we should go out for lunch together, Chrisberg, because today is National Sandwich Day. I almost wish
And
that
you're going to get what kind of sandwich, Larson?
we should have had like a foot long out here for us.
But what kind of sandwich are you going to get?
I'm not sure. I might just make a
What?
grilled cheese at home.
You always get that thing. You got that Cubano.
I do love a Cuban sandwich because it has pickles on it. And there's something about pork and the cheese and the pickles that I just love. Oh, but I did call around to some different places in the Red River Valley, asked them what they were doing for National Sandwich Day. Some people hadn't heard of it. Some people had and weren't running any specials. And then some said that they were. So at Firehouse Subs, the first 50 diners that order hook and ladder, which is like their traditional sandwich, at any Firehouse location. Today only, we'll get a coupon for free drink and chips with their next sub purchase that they can use for a future time. Nice. At Subway today, it's buy one, get one free.
That's awesome.
Which is an awesome deal. But you buy a sub and a 30-ounce drink, you get a free sub. So that's where the coworker comes in handy.
Yeah.
Or maybe bring your significant other a sub. At Arby's, this is really cool. All you have to do is sign up for the Meat Mountains newsletter, and you get a free roast beef sandwich. So that's pretty cool right there. Potbellies, I know they sent me an email the other day, and if you aren't part of their Potbelly perks yet, if you sign up for it, you buy one pastrami sandwich, you get one free. So that's all you have to do for that one.
Look at you, Larson. So you were making phone calls this morning?
Well, yesterday, because I knew by the time I was in today, I couldn't make phone calls because none of them open until like 11 a.m., which I'm already hungry for sandwiches right now.
I'm impressed, though, that you were on the horn.
Yes, my one time this week that I was on top of things. I feel like this week's kind of been like a catch-up week.
Oh, my gosh.
Or like lagging, and kind of everyone's been a little bit riding down here, so... I don't know.
Okay, you are in my head this week. That's exactly
we're not the
how
only ones, though. I know people at home are probably agreeing with us, too.
Must be something in the stars or something, because, I mean, it's just when, like, you kind of take 2 steps forward, 1 step back.
Yeah.
But not tomorrow. Tomorrow, this is pretty cool. I think this is actually thanks in large part to Senator John Hoeven. Tomorrow is National, I'm not kidding, National Bison Day.
Exactly.
He created this idea, and it's now become our national, like, animal, if you will. And so... here's a bunch of bison. Is that Chahinkupa Park?
So nope, this is actually from the Badlands out in western North Dakota. So this is actually from when, this is one of the very first times that I hung out with Giovanna, was we went out on this trip out to Theodore Roosevelt National Park, and we got to do a couple different awesome stories. And one of them was they were having a national park celebration, but we got to go through. Did you take
that picture?
Yes, we were so close to the bison. Both of us were like, had never been around like those animals ever, and then to be around them and be driving by and they were that close to you, that was scary. So it was one of the first times we'd ever like been paired up together at work. And we had a long drive out there, so thank goodness she's an awesome person, because we talked the whole way out. We worked really hard on our stories that we had out there, and then, and there we are. There's me and Giovanna.
That is great.
And that's like right there. You can see how close we were. And people do get in trouble for being too close to them, and thankfully we had park rangers out there with us to keep us safe. But at the same time, you got to be.
Speaking of Bison, we want to remind you to be sure and join us tomorrow afternoon for the Bison football game. We're going to kick it off here with the Farmers Using Insurance Bison football pregame show. I want to say that's at 1 o'clock. Omniscient Tony, if I'm wrong, please let me know. But I think the pregame show's at 1. And then, thank you very much, Ben. And then the game is at 2 p.m. This is a ginormous game. SDSU, NDSU, SDSU upset them last year. Then NDSU came back and beat them in the playoffs. You're like, whatever, Berg. It's not the Gophers.
I'm saying, no, but it's like, it's a really big rival.
It's huge. So it's going to be a great game. SDSU's been putting up a ton of points as of late. Still, Bison win by 10.
That's your preview? I think more.
You do?
I think they're going to come out
on
National Bison Day.
Day.
I think they'll beat them by 17.
They need to travel with a live bison that runs out onto the field with them.
Well, Corso down at the Chahinkupa Zoo.
The Colorado Buffaloes.
But now he's becoming so big that it's like.
That's what they need, though. They need Corso to.
I'm not going to volunteer to drag him around on the field. No, thank you. Okay, we have a lot to get to here on North Dakota Today. When we come back, we're talking about how to connect with your inner child. So stick around.